All right. Welcome to this week's edition of the Arte Fact Production live stream. Now, I guess I could change it from Thursdays to every other Thursday, but I'll worry about that next time.
Technically, it's still true. It's still Thursdays.
I
Just not every Thursday.
I guess that's true. Well, we're going to be working on some concept art. If any viewers come in, y'all are welcome to join the chat and tell us what y'all want to see. But until then, we're going to... Oh, sorry. Miles is over there listening to our live stream.
I'm sorry. He's giving me notes saying, "I need you to move over. I need more. I need more. I need more.
We were just
I need more room on the screen." He's like, "Can you scoot over, please?"
So, guys,
They can't see my arms.
If y'all want any information about the crew, which is what we're drawing these characters for, you can visit artefactproduction.com. It's spelled like it is up there, ARTEFACT production.com. My name's Joey.
I'm Catalina.
I'm Miles.
The sandbag.
Apparently, I'm already messing up, even though that was my job is to help framing.
No, your job. Oh.
So we're going to be drawing some characters today. The first one we're going to be doing is kind of a Nightwing-ish character, if I can compare him to anybody. So let's do
Okay.
that character. I don't know specifically what we're going to be calling him, but
Let's. He's early 20s.
okay.
Early 20s.
Do you see him as? Yeah, I see him as more lean than huge or bulked up.
You're right. I don't see him as having a lot of bulk to him.
Okay. Let me switch this to a pen real quick. Pencil. Rough pencil. There we go. All right. Here we go. Let's get him started.
Let's talk about the colors. Well, no, let's not focus on colors just yet, I guess.
Okay.
Because I do see him as early 20s.
Okay.
Do you see him having any sort of like utility belt, Miles?
I think that's kind of a common feature in characters like that because it's not like they have superpowers, so...
Yeah, he doesn't have powers, but would things be hidden in other parts of his outfit or his armor? What is it?
A utility belt that kind of goes along with his leanness, like Spider-Man in Civil War. He doesn't have a utility belt per se. He just has those capsules of webs stuck to the outside of him. So I think if you did a utility belt that wasn't bulky like Batman's, but that would maybe sleeker, or just had a couple of compartments, I don't know.
And I think kind of keeping with his leanness, he wouldn't be weighed down by anything really bulky.
Okay.
He wouldn't.
Do y'all see it in kind of a bandolier shape like this? Or do y'all see it as like a one satchel or maybe even a belt that's...
I want something really streamlined with him.
Okay, so it definitely needs to be a belt. Just because we don't want things protruding off of him,
yeah,
right?
I see him being able to run and move his hands and arms to his side without hitting something there.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't necessarily think anything would be strapped to his back.
Okay.
Like he would pull over his shoulder. What do you see, Miles?
Well,
when you think of that character and how debonair he is.
we have our first guest.
Oh,
hello. But it's Brent.
Oh, yay, Brent!
But he's some kind of a creep because his picture, look, his avatar is a picture of me. So I don't know what you're trying to do here, but anyways, yeah, I see him very much as Nightwing, as like sleekness, not only in just having a sleek costume, but his design also, because Nightwing I think literally has one upside down like triangle, and that's just all that's on his outfit.
You're right. His is kind of like this. Like that's his design.
That's Nightwing's whole design, yeah.
Yeah, that's literally it. So it has. You know what though? If you think about it, we could almost do it. Well, I honestly don't like this design, but it kind of fits with it. If you want to look it up, Catalina, you don't have to. But Batman Beyond, it's like Batman Beyond and Nightwing kind of have like both really have a streamlined motif.
Yeah, I never liked Batman Beyond.
I just googled Batman Beyond costume.
It's weird because
it's
he has
like Batman with a mouth.
Yeah, it's just Batman but with a mouth.
That is horrible.
Yeah, he's like this. Let me see if I can draw him real quick.
He looks like a rodent.
Yeah, they never explain how his mouth would work.
That's actually not him. That looks like Gizmo. Okay, so domino mask, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
No, well, is it a helmet?
No, definitely not a helmet.
So you'll still be able to see his mouth and how he speaks and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Let me.
Can you afford maybe to play with the shape of the domino mask?
Sure.
I know you can go with the classic Robin
Yeah,
one,
of
but
course. Let's
what
do
if it was like just a sleek rectangle across or something like that?
Okay.
I'm not in love with that idea. I'm just saying maybe
Let's try.
you can add
rectangle.
flavor by messing with simple things.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Let me try. You're right, though. That might actually look kind of cool. Bam, bam. There we go. Okay. So let me give him a little bit more of a streamlined chin. There we go. Now, within the domino mask, right now, that's pretty high up. Let me change my eraser size. Okay. What kind of hair do y'all see him with?
I don't see his hair being exposed necessarily. Well,
Really? Why not? Well, how do you see him then? Like you see him like in a bodysuit, like Captain America, like this,
it's
where it's got like a cap?
everything is sleek. I think would make sense. Well, and that's why I was asking, like, is his mouth going to be exposed? It kind of makes sense if you want to see someone in pain and they're like talking like that, or you see like the stubble
Mm-hmm.
if it's been a long night and they've been working
So
or
this
something
is
like
not-
that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was thinking about when they were going to cast Adam Driver as Nightwing, and he's really slender and kind of handsome, but slender and
No, he's got those ears. Well,
has
okay.
long black hair.
What is it?
If he had locks of hair, yeah, because like all our dorky characters, we don't have their hair exposed, and I think if you guys give this guy like good locks of hair, it could just add to his why people love him.
So do we want to give him like a devil may care kind of look, where his hair is kind of like
Does he wear his hair differently when he's fighting crime versus when he's
Yeah.
okay?
for sure?
Okay, then that helps me out. That
Yeah.
helps me.
The question is, do we want him to? Yeah, I see him as having short, kind of like
Is that
wavy
high,
hair.
is that high and
Actually,
tight?
You know, that's kind of interesting. Let's play with that a little bit, because Jack's hair is like
Goes to-
this. Like if you look at some of the drawings I've done of him,
Yeah.
he has hair, but it slicks back.
Yes.
So I kind of like that idea with this. Let me simplify it though, because I'm giving him too much detail, so it looks a little weird. Let me give him.
Brent, speaking of Power Rangers, wasn't that Power Rangers trailer awesome? That's a great trailer.
Was Alpha 5 in it?
Yeah, but it's like it doesn't have a ay. It's a guy and he talks like this. Huh? I'm kind of disappointed. You're the Power. It's kind of like postmodern and annoying. That's the only cringy part.
Why can't it be ay?
Because they had to make it CGI and look cool.
What?
I think it's because they had to take care of that racialism, bruh.
I
that the
I
Power-
identified with him. I
I-
appreciated Alpha 5.
I like his name was Alpha, like Alfredo or something.
No, it was. They didn't
You
have a
know?
Mexican house.
Alfredo.
Alfredo, ven Alfredo.
Get the power coins. Man.
Yes, ay.
Let's
Joey
see.
made it. I know the kind of aesthetic of the characters on the show is like a bigger head to their body,
Sure.
but I would figure if there would be any character that's kind of like that has a little more normalized proportions, maybe it's this guy who everyone fawns over. I think that might be a way to telegraph handsomeness.
That's cool.
Well,
If
there's
he has
also
broader shoulders.
there's also two things here, which is our main characters are children, right? And then you have Dane, whose proportions are kind of thrown off because he's wearing like the costume,
Right.
and this guy is just like a hero in an outfit.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I think I might give him maybe a high neckline. Yeah, I agree. I think, let me scale him. Well, I don't want to scale him yet. I don't want to do that yet.
Yeah, I think we just did that with Zane. We just scaled his head down a little.
I
Yeah,
think it'd
that's all we got to do.
I
What's
think
up,
it'd be
Kevin?
awesome if his goggles are just ones that kind of wrap around, like his eyes, like this one's. Like they kind of go here and they wrap around, but there's nothing here on the side.
Yeah, just
They just stick but they just stick there. Like there's nothing else. Nothing behind it tying or anything.
That kind of turns into a domino mask. So if it's just like, do you just mean maybe it's like a high tech one that looks like?
It's a high tech one, but it's able to stick to his face.
So I'm going to play with the square thing that Miles was talking about. Let me give it sideways. You know, it actually that kind of looks like Cyclops.
Yeah, Brent said it could look like a Power Ranger too. I didn't think of the Cyclops thing until after I said it.
That's kind of cool. Okay, so yeah, let me give him. There's that.
Yeah, we need to go more traditional domino mask so it doesn't look like glasses. Though looks totally fine. Yeah, Brent, it looks like it could either be cringy like Transformers and just too much and overblown, or it looks like it could be some schlock fun. I don't think Elizabeth Banks would have signed on to it if she didn't at least kind of like the script.
Kind of need a job.
Or be under contract with the studio or any
No,
of those other things.
Because she's like an auteur now. She directs her own films, so I don't think she would slum it for a bad Power Ranger
She's
script.
an auteur. You're putting her on the same level as Chris Nolan?
Well,
Don't insult me, bruh. Don't insult me, bruh.
Well, if Power Rangers is replete with plot holes like The Dark Knight Rises was, then yes, I am comparing her to Christopher Nolan.
Look who's against The Dark Knight Rises now. Look who's against it now.
Terrible script. This is so sloppy.
Okay.
The jawline too, but that's the second thing.
I don't know. I kind of like the rounded jaw like that. Well, the thing is, everyone in the universe has a rounded jaw. I mean, characters like Blade. Blade has a square jaw, but Blade's just like a different type of character design.
Do you see his chin being like that of Sage Northcutt?
No,
Like his jawline
not
like
that
that?
harsh. That's like that. Like that's like this.
Okay.
This guy doesn't have a jaw, and Sage also has a huge butt chin. Also, if you don't know who Sage Northcutt is, he's a UFC fighter. He's like
from like Katy, Texas.
Yeah, he's crazy ripped. So really,
You don't see his, because I'm with Catalina not so much as a strong chin, but as like a really
A devilish
narrow
smile.
chin. Because like if you like, I don't know, that just conveys like young handsomeness to me. If they have a super narrow chin,
Miles wants to show you something.
Sure.
In a moment when you get a chance. Miles?
I don't know, just something like.
Let's see.
Like he has a narrow chin there. He is. I know. I just can't get Nightwing out of my head. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Tell me if I'm sticking too slavishly to him.
no, you're not. What are some other characters that are like Nightwing, though?
See, that's a good one. That one's a Nightwing with the belt. Nightwing, Batman Beyond was a good pull.
Terry
I'll defer
McGinnis.
to you.
Oh,
Maybe like
Terry McGinnis.
Oh yeah, Terry well, Scarlet Spider doesn't make sense.
Let's see.
He looks really awesome like that. Like he's ready to kick butt. And then whenever he's like, hey guys. Yeah, I love that.
So
That
really,
kind of upturned smile. Oh, I love it.
so really, then to me, he needs to have. Cool is always like angular.
Yeah.
It's not square.
He almost reminds me of like an 80s villain, but like cool.
Cool 80s villain.
Remember like that episode of Sunny where they're on the slopes?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey guys. And you hear those like guitar riffs up on the
Let's see.
slopes.
I'm gonna give him. Right now, I'm giving him some cutouts for his shoulders. We don't have to keep them, but I'm just putting them there to make it look a little bit more detailed. Okay, let's start building him out a bit. And also, I know the tendency is for me to put muscles on these characters, but they have to fit within the universe, and none of the other characters have like super defined ripped muscles. So I'm still going to make him a little bit more.
And even though he's young, yeah, I think that
A little bit more average looking.
he looks good. He's early 20s, man. He's still.
Yeah, Brent, throw out some suggestions. Brent says he agrees with the. Yeah, that's good, Brent. Throw out some suggestions of design-wise for the costume, and maybe around the glove area, because I know the gloves and the boots. I know we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it. Maybe like flats, like Spider-Man, or maybe boots or gloves or something. So
Or
just
gloves like Catwoman. Thinking Danny DeVito.
I'm thinking Halle Berry.
No.
Yeah,
No.
we can give him the cool like glasses like this, the goggles that influence Catwoman.
Oh yeah. Or actually, Rob Liefeld just tuned in. He says you need more pouches. More straps and pouches.
What's he carrying with him?
That's Rob Liefeld. He's a artist from here. Let me show you some of his worst work.
It's Catwoman.
Look, Miles is Catwoman.
That's not. That's Gotham Catwoman. That's stupid Catwoman.
That's Catwoman.
This is some of Rob Liefeld's work. This is like the worst that '90s comics has to offer. Look at all the pouches. This man was paid to draw comic books.
But his anatomy is always really weird.
Yeah, and he always gets out of drawing feet. He hates drawing feet,
Yeah,
so he always covers them up.
Yeah, that's right.
And he always draws huge thighs. Look at how bad. I mean, this man. That's Lone Star Comics, circa 1994.
That is Lone Star Comics. You're right.
Look, Miles. Look at how he's turning out.
I got this nice 360p stream going. I gotta take it to 1080. There we go.
360p.
Yeah, it looks like crap, Joe. Oh wait.
Oh no, my quality was just off.
My quality was off. Yours was great. It's fine.
Okay, let's keep moving down. Yeah, it's just that I don't want to make him too detailed because then I'll have to back him off and make him way more simplified.
Yeah, I think you stick with your gut on that simple Domino mask because he looks kind of like a futuristic character right now.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me honestly of like a techno Johnny Storm or something like that.
Or he looks like the Quicksilver costume design from X-Men Apocalypse. Like it's approaching over design. Okay. I think the Domino mask would fix it. I like the shoulder pads though.
Man, Domino masks are so
Look
cool.
at that, man.
Yeah, they are really cool. Whoa, what's that?
That's a crazy looking
That's a crazy look for someone. Isn't that
amazing?
I've never seen anything like that, actually. She's Catalina's looking up some weird high fashion.
Yeah, I'm actually looking up futuristic men's clothing.
It looks like polygons.
It looks cool, man.
I'm wearing futuristic men's clothing right now.
No, you're not.
There we go. Looks kind of cool. I still feel his Domino mask needs work, but I'm going to keep moving on just so we can keep making progress on him. So then it's just how much detail do we want to give him? I'm going to give him a center line like it's a zip-up suit.
Let me ask you, should his gloves cover every finger?
They don't necessarily have to.
Okay.
No. How about I give him some capped sleeves like this? Doesn't that look great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks great. I give him a deep V. Give him some cap sleeves.
Oh, deep V like this.
I want it ruched around the waist. Oh. Look at that.
Oh no, that was awful.
You don't like the deep V, Miles?
Well, maybe if he's hanging out one time, like in just the layer, he's like kicking back, and he just unzipped his costume down to like his belly button like that. And if he's folding, it would be like folding over and not like completely straight. That would look great.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to give him kind of an open hip hugger belt like this. And we can give him...
Or it kind of rests a little bit lower on one hip.
Well,
See, because this is how I see him just regular every day.
Yeah, that's fine. But that doesn't necessarily work for his superhero outfit.
No, not for his everyday, no.
Yeah, but I agree with you. That personally, that's what he should look like. She just pulled up a picture of a man in like very fine cloth with like layered clothing and a top coat.
Yeah, Joey, maybe the
Let's see. What's up? Do y'all see him as having gloves like this? Or having gloves like this? Because both ways can work.
Between the two, the proportion on the left is right.
Yeah, the proportion on the left is right, but which style is better?
I like between the two of them, the one on the left.
You like the gauntlet?
But the way that your glove looks like with your drawing one,
Mm-hmm.
that one I kind of like.
Yeah, I like it too.
I like that for one of the hands or for something like
I
that.
like his left hand a lot.
Okay.
Those are short.
Wait, his left?
Yeah,
this
that
one?
short glove is. I really like that.
You like this versus this?
Yeah, because I think if you keep all the design elements as simplistic as possible, then just by adding color to the additions, that's his design, and you don't have to put any kind of pattern on the suit. If the suit's just black and like Nightwing, or like his pads and his gloves and his belt are green or blue or and that just automatically turns in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
I don't know, because I haven't seen a lot of heroes with those short gloves.
The only one that really comes to mind for me is Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue does have those.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Rogue, I was going to wonder if this is too much. Do you think a streak of color in his hair at all, or do you think it's just solid black?
We can give him, well...
Because the only color I would think of is white, but that's exactly what Rogue
Yeah,
has.
do you want to give him like a witch's bane like that, where it's just kind of in the front?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, just like something in the front.
Or we could do it along one of the sides, so maybe instead of that, it goes like that, off his side, like something like that.
And I mean, if it is towards the side, you can play with that with the fancy like comb over hair, like Catalina was showing in the picture whenever he quaffs it.
Yeah, I like the idea of him having a a streak of white hair, and maybe it can be like from an event or something like that they were involved in.
And that's even funnier because that's kind of a sexy version of Jack's
Jack's
gray hair.
Jack's gray hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that idea. Actually, that's really cool. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let me continue. Give him... All right, so I'm gonna go with the short gloves for right now, because I can always change it back, but at least let me get started on them. Okay. Now, Nightwing uses batons, but I don't like this guy. I always thought batons are very stupid.
You could go out and fight with batons.
Yeah, I don't want to go. So, what should this character use? Let's see.
Well, I guess we have to ask ourselves the question, is he going to engage in hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So he's going to engage in
That's
combat.
just like Jack, though. To me, they all know hand-to-hand, or these characters from their family know hand-to-hand combat.
It's weird because every purely hand-to-hand hero I can think, or just two, him and Daredevil, both use batons.
Yeah. We could give him a staff. Staffs are...
Even then, my inclination is to have it be able to break into batons. I need to get away from batons.
Oh, that's so funny. Baton? Let's see.
What is it?
Because ideally, it would also be kind of like a weapon like Daredevil or Spider-Man or Nightwing, where they would use it to get around, right?
Well, that's assuming... I guess that's assuming that he uses it like that. That's a good point. That's why they gave Daredevil and Nightwing
pretty
that.
much just like web swing with nunchucks.
So they could swing from place to place. So better question is, what is this guy's mode of transportation? I was
going to say, is it like a motorcycle?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, really cool motorcycle.
This guy gets a cool motorcycle.
Of course he does.
So he has his gadgets and stuff in that, which is why he's not all bulky and weighed down and stuff like that. Okay.
Oh, I could just see him sliding in on the motorcycle. Oh,
He's so cool.
just saving everyone. I'm here. But he's not like pompous about it.
No, not at all.
He's the type of guy who's like, all right, I just want to make sure that little girl got adopted from the fire. He's like, I'm going to look after her. And like, he's the
He could probably hop off the
benefactor, like-
motorcycle and it could park itself, probably.
Let's see.
Just wanted to make sure everyone's okay. More better than okay. Actually, you know what? Better than okay.
Actually, you know what? Better than okay.
Hey, Jack, would you mind going over to my motorcycle? It's got some hot chocolate.
That is straight up out of the Santa Claus. It's got some hot chocolate for me.
Oh, yeah. See? Tim Allen.
Like when he got there, he...
Tim Allen!
No!
He
We can't get away from Tim
He
Allen.
always makes an appearance.
I was gonna make sure it goes hot chocolate.
Okay.
That's amazing.
There he is. Now, okay.
How
So-
is Grey's Anatomy trending, but the crew isn't?
It will be.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's Dansby.
Yeah.
It's Dansby. Okay. So, that looks good.
And that allows his legs to look a little bit bulkier. Like for riding purposes or something like that.
Yeah, we don't want to bulk him up too much because you're right about one thing. He needs to be streamlined.
Yes.
Let me make him a little smaller. And he's too tall. There he is. That's closer. Let me try one more time. Make him a little bit. There. That's correct.
Did we scale his head down yet?
I squished it.
Do you think it still looks a little bobbleheady, or do you think it looks in line with everyone else?
I think, honestly, it looks a little too high.
His hair does. His hair looks higher.
Let me drop his chin just a bit. There we go. Deselect. Let me erase.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like it sits too high on his neck?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're just going to rip his head off and take it down a little
Yep.
bit.
Moved it. Let's see. And now, let me fix his hands. His legs are a little too short. There we go.
How tall do you see him? Like 5'11", 6 feet?
Yeah, right at 6 feet.
Including the hair?
You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy. That means Dane's going to be like this tall, and Mo's going to be like this tall next to him. Like, Dane's actually going to be a little bit shorter like this.
Yeah, because Dane has the padding of the helmet and stuff like that. So he just looks weird.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We can't make their proportions too realistic.
Yeah.
Because when you make them too realistic, they don't fit the art style. So he can't actually have these indentions and stuff like that that indicate muscles. He's actually going to have to look just more flat like this.
Is that because, like, when it's either hyper stylized simplicity or like Alex Ross realism, and when you get lukewarm towards one, it's like it looks off?
Yeah, but if you look at the crew, let me see if I...
Also, hey, Brendan, good to have you. Yeah. Well, updates on voice casting. The most recent ones we announced in last week's podcast, right? The update
Correct.
podcast? Yeah. We cast Theo Vaughn, a up-and-coming stand-up comedian, someone who we love, one of our favorite comedians, as Dane, the armadillo. And we cast Becca Zabolio as Maddie. And we're in the process of casting Mo and Jack still, and we're still going to do one big push of marketing to welcome in those auditions. So if you're looking for the part of Jack or Mo, or if you just want to read for anyone and you just want us to have your voice on file, go ahead and feel free to send an audition, and we'd love to hear you.
Yeah, if you'd like to be considered for anything in the future. And sometimes we've had people get roles that are created just for them. Because,
Cosmic Eel, is that you?
Cosmic
Yeah.
Eel is a Cinderella story of that principle.
I mean,
And if you have already sent in an audition, we've heard it, and chances are we put it on file as someone, because I think
Yeah.
literally maybe 1% of auditions we just are like, oh, this isn't right. Most everyone.
well, there were a few that were just either they deleted the file like on Dropbox, then we couldn't access it, or they weren't 18 or American citizens. So
Okay, so real quick, this is what the crew looks like. And see, what I mean is they have no definition. And it doesn't matter that Dane is a thin, most likely athletic guy. It's just, that's the art style.
it's part of it.
Yeah,
I see.
so while I want to give him a strong chin and stuff like that, it has to be a strong chin with this type of art style in mind. So Dane doesn't have a strong chin. You can see that just from his thing, but that doesn't mean that he has a weak chin either. Like his is just kind of a rounded head.
Jack is an exact sphere.
Yeah, he's actually a little bit squished, top to bottom. He's actually more oblong. Mo is more of a straight sphere.
Oh, you're right. When you show it in relation to them, it looks.
Yeah, see how much more style, and it's okay. We can make it work. It's just we have to round some of these edges out.
And keep that in mind.
And same with Dane. Look at how long Dane's neck is. Look at how long Maddie's neck is, and Jack's neck. They just have longer necks.
Okay. Okay.
So just FYI, we like even this is close to too detailed. It's not quite there yet, so it still kind of fits.
Because he also has a legitimate not superhero, but a legitimate hero outfit.
Yeah.
And his is not like Jack's, where it's like a hoodie or like a sweatshirt or whatever.
Yeah.
It's form fitting.
Yes.
That's what his is too. Is it's very form fitting.
Right. And in the same way, let me bring him back up. In the same way, Spivey exists. Spivey, let me open him up. Spivey, it looks segmented, so he looks more muscular, but he'll still fit in the world because the hard angles of this.
And you also did the shoulder thing for him too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I put those on him just for right now.
Spivey.
But you can see he won't be able to have super definition or super hard lines just because that's not how humans in the universe are going to look.
Well, I think then the eyes, the eyebrows that we'll be able to see, and the kind of way that his eyes move, the mouth, the hair, all kind of make him cool.
Yeah,
they all give him that coolness.
Okay.
Yeah, Brent. He is kind of affiliated with somewhat of a more what is it called?
He has
Legitimate?
a pedigree.
Legitimate. That's what it is. Yeah, he has more of a pedigree. He's more legitimate than the crew. He belongs to what you would expect from a superhero team, as opposed to the BFFs.
So he just will look more cool. That's but that's just how it's going to.
And he's also got the motorcycle. I mean, the guy's on his own. That's not a team vehicle. That's riding solo.
That's actually very true.
It's
great. That's a great point.
Yeah, it's a solo vehicle.
The closest approximation is someone like Nightwing, and he's not supposed. We're not hanging a lantern on him being like too cool for school or a jerk or something. He's just a legitimate, good, cool superhero. It's just that our main characters are so bad that they dislike him and they want to hate him, but it's like, no, Dansby's pretty good. He's a pretty great guy.
They're like, get in the van.
In the van, we don't need any more of this. Want some hot chocolate to go?
We've already been beaten enough for today. Yeah, hot chocolate. I love that idea.
Oh, you know what would be great? If that offer for hot chocolate, obviously it would, piss Jack and Mo and off, and then, Maddie would kind of just be on her own. They all file into the van at Jack's orders, and then Dane is sipping on hot chocolate. He helps himself to a cup.
He should get in last.
Yeah, he gets in last with it. Try not to spill it.
I would just like it if he offers it at some point. He's like, the kids really like hot chocolate. Jack, you want some? And he's like, hey,
The kids.
He's like, yes, but I'm not going to have any.
Yes, but I'm not going to have any.
Love it.
Get it like that.
I could get it like that.
Yeah.
I could get it like that.
Yeah.
All right.
If I want some, I could get it like that.
Let me use darker pencil because I'm having a woof. That's real dark. Let's try.
I like
Can you imagine later on, like Jack, if they're ever shopping or something like that, he's like, more hot chocolate. Did you say what kind it was? Yeah, I'm sure not. He's sure he didn't. Something like that. And driving away, and he takes Dane's cup.
Oh yeah, I got these off a bus last week. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I really like him as a character. Dansby's just the perfect counterbalance to the crew. Let me just give him a glove. Okay, now.
Are those pads on his shoulders? Are those pads or straps or?
Right now, they're just designs.
Oh, okay.
I don't really have a like a use for them, I guess.
You know what they look like is just useless. Also, they look like the shoulders of the X-Men team from 2000 from the movie.
Oh,
You know?
man.
How they have those kind of chunky leather pads on their shoulders, but they don't strap on to everything. They're just for design.
And useless also.
Well, no, you just said you couldn't think of a use for.
Yeah, you're right though. They're literally just design elements. They have no purpose.
That's because the Matrix had just come out, and so they had to put them in black leather.
Do you think that's why?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
The Matrix, really?
I mean, yeah, you're making a giant. Marvel was almost bankrupt. You're making a giant similar blockbuster. The Matrix just split the world in half. Like, just put the X-Men in black leather.
Just split the world in half. It's such a great way to describe it. How many movies did you see with bullet time after that? I think I saw a Wesley Snipes movie where he was a cop or something and they had bullet time in it.
Well, the funny thing is, Blade came out in '98, 1 year earlier, and it has one bullet time sequence, but it looks like crap, but it's in there. He shoots 3 silver bullets at Deacon Frost, and it looks really bad. And the Matrix just made it better.
Well, the Matrix did that like photo array thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Neo's on the rooftop isn't even my favorite. My favorite is when he's fighting Mr. Smith in the subway and they jump at each other and both shoot their guns in slow motion.
Oh yeah, that one's so cool.
And it goes in a circle.
That's back when effects were still practical.
It was also back when you hadn't seen stuff.
Here, let me move this real quick.
Now we've seen everything.
I haven't seen everything.
Well, I guess, yeah, you wouldn't know if you'd seen everything because you always think you've seen everything. But that's
I don't watch movies.
You've seen the Matrix.
Isn't that great? I don't even watch movies.
Yeah, you've seen
Say
the
it like
Matrix,
that.
right, Catalina?
I've seen the first one. I believe I've seen the second one, and I think I've only seen parts of the third.
The first one's the only one that counts.
There are 3, correct?
There are 3.
Okay.
And I have them recorded on cable.
Well, actually, no, I bet you like the third one because of all those anime mech suits.
Oh, I think it was on
that was pretty
TNT
cool.
recently.
Yes, it was on TNT.
Did you
recently.
record it to a VHS with the commercials and everything?
Yeah.
So you could rewatch it? I did that with Blade once on TNT. My dad wouldn't let me watch it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I recorded a TV edited one on a VHS tape.
Like, it's just as good.
Yeah, I did like the third Matrix because of those suits. In fact, I still, I love statues. I love models and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get this, there's 2 Iron Man ones I want to get, and both of them are Hulkbusters.
Yeah,
and they're both over $1,000. But one of them's a Hot Toys one that's fully posable from the movie, and the other one's one from the comic books, and it looks so awesome. And they have a battle damage version, but I always wanted the mech suit from that, like the posable one.
I want a Tron suit. I've made that known before. I want a Tron helmet too.
Yeah.
To wear or as a maquette? Like
no, to definitely wear.
Oh, okay.
That would be pretty cool.
So I want a fully functional light bike from Tron.
They have one.
They have them for like $300K.
No, I mean like a fully functional one to where if you build that wall of light, someone smashes into it and dies.
Well, that wouldn't be street legal though.
That's not gonna happen.
If you cut someone off, they're done.
Okay, so let me erase his shoulder pads.
I remember McFarlane Toys had the license for the Matrix, and they made this giant, like 1/6 scale Sentinel with those fully bendable tentacles. Remember?
Didn't you have one?
Yeah,
of
I
those?
had it. Cause I was like 8. I didn't know what to do with it because it weighed like 40 pounds.
It was awesome though, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I see him getting down on the knee to offer hot chocolate to a kid. I just want to say
Rustling his hair.
I love it. Yeah, and he's got like some
Pretty good, huh?
some scuff marks like this, like he's been in a fire.
He's got a little bit of like, he looks so dirty. He's like, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry.
I love that him being a hero is enough to make a joke off of
because our characters are so far away from that.
Yes, because they don't help people. They help themselves.
That's like Vice Principals. That stepdad shouldn't be a bad guy character, but since you're following Danny McBride, he is.
I know.
It's like he's just a nice guy. There's nothing wrong with him.
All right, Dwayne.
Okay, let me give him a zipper right here on the underside of his jacket. Okay, so design-wise, what do y'all see with him on his suit? Because right now we have a one-piece, and it kind of works, but...
Oh, you took off the shoulder pads?
Oh, I put him back on.
No, I meant the actual pads, like the shoulder plates
Oh yeah.
on his deltoids.
Oh yeah, those are gone.
Because I think if you want to have a simple design but still have some armor, you could do like the Daredevil redesign from the 90s where they added some plated armor to him, you know? They added some like silver plated armor. I could pull up a picture.
I think what's going to be what I would like to see with him maybe is if we have a lot of color blocking, but it's the way in which the lines are cut.
Okay. I can kind of see that.
Like there's very unique places that we will put like the color and it creates something else on him.
See, Joey, like he has a really simple design. He just has a couple of areas where he needs protection. You don't have to have it be metal.
Oh, that is an interesting redesign. Oh yeah, the one with the red eyes. Can you bring up Azrael Batman?
No. No, because there doesn't need to be any character in it.
He is the coolest, man.
You know, the reason they made that is so that you would miss Batman, so that they would bring him back, because it was the 90s and everyone wanted extreme stuff. Like
yeah, man, but he had like the cool claws that were like this.
Look at that.
That's
Look at that.
so awesome.
That's not over-designed? That's ridiculous.
So
that is
cool.
And Catalina, if you wanted another example of 90s excess,
and
Azrael.
And he has batarang launchers from his fist. He's like,
so he actually stabs them into people.
That's so cool, man.
But I guess now that's normal because Ben Affleck Batman does that.
Well, he kills people.
Yeah. No, yeah, they made Azrael to be a walking parody of 90s comics.
See, whenever I talk about like color blocking, this is what I mean for him.
Something like that.
Things like that. Things that are different, played differently along the sides of the body.
Oh, I see. Because Spider-Man doesn't have any extra parts on him, but lines make different sections of colors on his.
Yeah, and the patterns that we changed there.
Okay.
Because they don't have to be different like that. Yeah, see, this one had it like this. See?
TARDIS. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Thank you so much for the kind words. Stick around. We got about half an hour left. We're going to probably do one more design. Yeah, stick around. Offer some suggestions. Right now we're making Dansby, a kind of Nightwing-esque fixture in the world. And he's just a straight-up cool, good hero. Rides a motorcycle, saves orphans, gives them hot chocolate. But our characters don't like him because he's virtuous and upstages them.
Yeah, he's like, oh, don't worry, kid. It's going to be okay.
Don't worry, kids.
Russell's hair.
Here's some hot chocolate.
I wonder if you can do magic tricks, too.
Oh, please. I was thinking about that a moment ago. I was like, no, that's too stupid. The fact that he has hot chocolate on the motorcycle is
do
enough.
Magic tricks, and then Jack... How do you even do that?
Jack.
Okay, but how does he do it? Was anyone watching his hands?
Watch his hands next time. Dang, you're on hands.
And it'd be great if Mo's like, oh yeah, three-fingered Susie. That's an easy one. That's an easy one. That takes me back.
Three-fingered Susie.
Or it could be a tough one. That's a tough one. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that would be even better.
Here, there's even this type of stuff.
Thanks, TARDIS. TARDIS, that check mark by your name is tripping me out. It makes me think you're some kind of official. Well, you are an official person in my book, but it looks like you're like verified on Twitter or something. He has a check mark right by his like avatar and his name, like how people have on Twitter, how celebrities do. But I think he just added it for style.
Added for style.
Well, I don't know. That's one of the mysteries of the internet.
Yeah, those
Thank
people.
you for joining us.
The people that know how to put crazy like characters and stuff in their name.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do that on Xbox Live.
Y'all should have seen me trying to Instagram today. That was a nightmare.
That's pretty funny. All right.
Look, that's kind of weird, Miles. Look.
Oh, it looks like a Power Ranger with the diamonds.
What is it with you and Power Rangers?
No, it wasn't me. Brent said it first. But show Joey. Joey, doesn't that look like the blue Power Ranger? With the diamonds, the white diamonds?
Yeah, it's because of this design.
Yeah.
Like that.
Saban skimped on the costume, so they just sewed some diamonds onto a blue bodysuit.
Okay, so basically our character looks like he has a motorcycle riding jacket.
Yeah, you know, that might be cool, like, because, you know, they make those Batman replica suits, but they're essentially just motorcycle gear.
Really?
Yeah, and it would make sense for him to have that.
That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. So, yeah, let me color him real quick.
Oh, wow,
Go
TARDIS.
ahead.
You are verified on YouTube. Let me check out your channel. What kind of content do you make? I'm interested
Well,
in hear.
if you're just check him out.
Well, I want him to have a back and forth. TARDIS, I want to hear it from the TARDIS's mouth.
Do you make Doctor Who content?
Do you make a Doctor Who fan edits? No, he
Oh.
doesn't. He has 406,000 subscribers.
Oh.
Welcome, TARDIS.
Oh.
Stick around, please.
What a legitimate dude.
Let's not dance on that grave.
Yeah, let's not dance on that grave.
That's a great.
Please stick around.
That is a
Don't
great
leave
line.
us.
Will you write that down? I love that line.
Alright.
Let's not dance on that grave.
Let's not dance on that.
That's a great line.
TARDIS, not to.
TARDIS, since we're friends now.
Since we're, how did you find out about us? Where did you hear about us? We're curious to know because we have kind of mostly struck a chord with the kind of gaming and animated show community. I mean that makes sense, but
Let's not dance on that grave.
a big YouTuber like yourself.
That's a great name.
His name is from World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
He already hates us because we don't know that reference. He's like GTFO.
I know World of Warcraft. I just haven't played it in forever.
Oh no, you didn't see the movie. If you got enjoyment from Batman versus Superman as a colossal disaster
As
of
I
Hollywood
did,
filmmaking,
I did.
well, strap yourself in for Warcraft.
Well, you didn't like that?
I mean, I'm gonna wait till TARDIS speaks up.
Before I have an opinion, I'm going to wait until.
Awesome, TARDIS. Have you auditioned yet?
Yeah, I think so. Drive.
Booyah.
I'm glad you saw us on Reddit. Hopefully, hopefully we hear from you. I'm excited to.
I believe that.
We got our spreadsheet open. We're looking for you. TARDIS, what did you think of Duncan Jones's Warcraft movie? I'm curious to know because my problem was it felt impenetrable because I didn't play the games.
You didn't know about the Horde and about Thrall?
I mean, the weird thing is it starts at the very beginning just to set the backstory, but it still feels too detailed and too like world building for me.
First off, is he Horde or Alliance? What are you, TARDIS?
Is Horde the orcs and Alliance is the humans?
Yes. Well, it's humans, night elves, and gnomes? And the Horde are goblins, orcs, and undead.
Magic the Gathering, not Warcraft.
I did play Magic the Gathering, and
What's
I do.
happening with Dansby? Can we talk about Dansby?
I'm drawing Dansby right now.
TARDIS, that's the thing. I very rarely, maybe only during Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, have I felt like angry, not at the movie, but at myself for not liking the lore enough, because I felt like I might get into it. And some of, like, the orcs were so freaking cool, and they looked so good that I wish that I liked or knew about the story or understood it. But instead, I just left.
You want me to tell you about it?
Sure.
Nah, it's alright. You go ahead.
Long time ago.
You know, I was singing that song, the Star Wars version.
Really?
Yeah. A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far away, Naboo was under an attack.
I was 5 when that came out. I'm still sick of it already.
Isn't that crazy? You're so old now, Miles. I really appreciate the Clone Wars now.
The animated?
No, the movie.
I know it's a joke.
The animated? No. The movie.
You don't appreciate the movie.
I do
love it.
appreciate it.
You
Well,
are you? So you've actually seen it. You're
Well, first off, hold on. Let me finish doing Dansby's boots.
Look, Dansby's ready to pour
How's he
some hot
looking?
chocolate.
How's he looking to you, Catalina? I tried to do some color blocking to give him some designs.
yeah, Taurus.
The top looks good. The,
Yeah, the
choices
legs.
that you make along his abdomen to give him, I guess, the
Shape.
shape
Pushes.
for abs.
Mm-hmm.
Taurus and Brent now. So we segmented, if you can see, we segmented his bodysuit to kind of make room for the concept of doing color blocking, kind of like how Spider-Man has blue from his gauntlets down to his belt, like along the sides of his body. So offer us up some suggestions because we still got to color this guy, and that's usually where it really comes to life. So we'd love to hear from you.
I almost wish that we hadn't done that side thing on Spivey, because whenever you're looking right at him, the line that we have along the side
Mm-hmm.
I would like for that to open. That'd be the one to open, but you want to do this straight up and down, right?
Well, if we're going to be doing color blocking like this, unfortunately, maybe I can bring it in a little bit more. No, it's going to be a little weird.
If it's better the other way, then do it the other way.
Well, I'm just trying to decide how to color block him.
Those 2 lines across his torso, or those creases.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask y'all something.
Mm-hmm.
Is there going to be any sort of crest that he wears?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
I mean, we haven't designed it yet, but yeah, I would say that there would be.
Is that just on his utility belt, like the buckle?
That feels obvious.
Mm,
Well, where else would you put it? Like in the middle of his chest feels more obvious than
we
the
could do it
belt
on the
buckle.
back of his gloves.
Yeah, I was gonna say like on his gloves.
Maybe knee pads. Or shin.
something right in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of want to.
It wouldn't be with his mask because it's just the domino mask that adheres to his face.
Let's see. Let me just.
What suggestions do you guys have?
Yeah, hit us with them suggestions. We're about to color, but that's also really dependent on the lines and the segmenting. So offer up some what you guys think would look cool. Again, this is kind of a Nightwing type solo character who rides a motorcycle. I don't think we've decided on weapons yet. Something along the line of a baton, but probably not a baton.
No, not a baton. Please, no baton.
What are those lines on his sleeve?
Yes,
What are those?
color blocking. They are going to be different colored stuff. You know what? I don't want 2 of them. I want 1.
Yeah, because it's a little much.
In fact, I'd like it to be a chevron. So let me make.
Chevron's an actual word?
Yeah,
It's a shape.
Oh, I thought.
yeah, it's this.
Let me look.
I think it's.
Yes, it's chevrons can go both ways. I mean, I guess I know this because I'm a girl and that it was a big thing with dresses.
A chevron.
Yeah. Chevron dress.
Is the logo of the Chevron gas company like that?
It is.
Yeah.
Look, that's what
Sorry.
it is. See?
It's a Chevron.
That's a chevron.
I'm sorry, guys.
I didn't know that until a few years ago, though. Let's see. I kind of like that. That looks all right. That's it. But it doesn't flow very well.
Yeah, TARDIS, we agree. Believe me, I want to go full on Nightwing with this guy, but I think if we ape the color and the design, I think we might be able to get away with 1. But I think giving him a blue and black might be too.
Let's see.
Well, we also haven't decided entirely the emblem or the symbol for his family's house.
Let me.
So I would say hit pause on the colors because I like the design.
Well,
I just want him to. I'm trying to see him on his motorcycle.
I don't think this. He looks too Tronish.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There's too many lines.
Unless it's two-tone, there's too many lines on that thing.
We could do red and black, but again, well, you know, I actually kind of like that. I think red and black might look okay, but
I think if every segment is different color, like even if it's just a two-tone, if every segment is a variant of red and black, I still think it might look like over-designed.
oh yeah, no, it wouldn't be like that anyway. It needs to be just for the heck of it. Let me go ahead and just block stuff in.
Yeah. I can see that, TARDIS.
Yeah.
So you do Sims, Pokemon.
Nice.
It looks like Minecraft.
Cool, dude. Do you build simulations and like working calculators and stuff in Minecraft?
He does this thing, Bear Simulator. Look,
Bear
it's
Simulator,
literally
yeah.
a video game where you're a bear and you're running around the forest. I would love for Dane to play something like that. Something like as innocuous as just being a bear.
They used to have Goat Simulator. I played that a few years ago.
An armadillo.
What if there's an armadillo?
Armadillo simulator.
Dillo Trainer.
I don't know what to do. I'm not sure. I've been looking at this thing. I don't know.
So I can practice my rolling.
My rolling, but I don't know the button for that.
I still can't. I'm trying to figure out the tail. If there's anything I can do with the tail.
Which button? What's the tail button?
What's the
Jane
tail
the
button?
Dillo.
Little guy. He's so hard to write, but it's so rewarding to think about him. Oh, hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Rachel told me that she might be doing some drawings of
Hey,
her
Rachel.
own alongside us, and I told her that if she gets cute and tries to compete, then
She's out.
the mods are gonna
Hey, tell
boot
about
her.
the giveally.
Ooh, that
I mean,
might actually be
if
very
you're already
interesting, that.
drawing, might as well.
Yeah.
So actually, Catalina, we have the actual item that we can show. I saw
Well,
it.
for right now, go ahead and tell them.
Yeah, okay, so we're doing a fan art giveaway. So we've received fan art until this point. TARDIS, this might also interest you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're giving away. Joey, you can probably explain better. It's
Sure.
for artists. Like, it's a big deal.
Sure. It's a Koh-i-Noor, I believe it's 5 pen set. Where is it?
I saw it when we were setting up.
Oh, it's behind you. It's up there.
All right, let me get it.
Okay, so what we're going to be giving away are these technical inking pens. This is over $100, but if you're into manga or drawing or anything like that, we're giving away this pen set. They're refillable. They're technical drawing pens. They're called Rapidographs, and they're awesome. I've used them before in the past, but not these. These are brand new, and if you make some if you make some fan art for us of one of our characters or any of our characters or maybe a scene or something like that from the crew, and you submit it to us either on Twitter or on Instagram, you'll be entered for the drawing, and we'll be giving this away at the end of March.
Yeah, so it can be any of our 4 principal characters, Jack, Maddie, Dane, or Mo, or any of the characters that we've created in our concept art sessions. So we have Cosmic Eel, we have Captain Gunn. Oh, Captain Gunn.
Captain Gunn.
Captain Gunn. We have now Dansby. We also have Vito Eucalyptus. We have Spivey. We have Lil Husker. We have the
Wow, I didn't
girl-
realize how
Yeah,
many
man.
characters.
A whole catalog of characters.
yeah.
just in there.
We have the girl with the
Oh,
long sleeves. The
She-
Kind of Harley Quinn type character.
yeah.
Yeah, she has a noose for a braid.
Yeah, so you can see any of our past live stream concept art sessions on our YouTube channel to check them out, see a little bit more about how we create these characters. But again, any of your fan art submissions can be those characters. So again, you can tweet us at @ARTEFACT_media. That's at artifact_media on our Twitter. And then Instagram, Artifact Production.
Yeah.
That's right.
And no matter what, all entries get put on our website.
Yeah.
Yes,
Under
that's
the
true.
fan art gallery. Because fan art's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Rachel, you better enter. Yeah, and then TARDIS also says that this is weird because he thinks that we're talking to him because his name is Joey too.
All right, Joey.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna say, like, I saw it on our spreadsheet just now because I checked and I do remember seeing your name, but I didn't want to say it just in case if you didn't want that. But we're welcome. That we're. Really
It's on
happy
him
to have
now.
you. Well,
He revealed it.
You are now on
you've
the
taken
web.
off the mask.
Hey, well, guess what, TARDIS? Since you revealed that, now I'm going to tell you that 50-50, I will be talking to Joey or you, and it's going to be up to you to guess. So, good luck. Strap in.
Strap in, kid.
Okay, so here's what he looks like with the shading, and honestly, I think it looks pretty good.
Do you want to do it black and white, but it like glows?
Ooh,
That's
black
pretty
and white.
cool.
I
You
think
can do kind of an off silver to where, because he would have to have reflective stuff for when he's driving.
Yeah.
I would love for it to somehow glow. He can turn it down.
Oh, because imagine all
And then
those
he
8th
can
Street
turn it
orphans,
up.
and it's nighttime, and that shining light comes towards them, and it's him.
Dude,
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to get like in an accident or something, in a motorcycle accident. And for him to be like the idiot driving around that motorcycle, and just like he's not really hurt, but
No, yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, he's." Okay, so
I love that.
what color do y'all want?
What are you doing? It was too bright. I couldn't see.
That's so great. Okay.
Turn down the suit.
Yeah, there would have to be some kind of electronics in there, so he'd be shorting out and stuff after he crashes.
I don't wish harm upon this character. He's really just trying to help people.
Imagine him crawling up from the pavement and then getting up and then And he falls back down.
He's so cool, dude.
It's like having a taser attached to your body that goes off randomly.
Let me. I'm just gonna do red.
Yeah,
real
Brent, we
quick.
were actually thinking of his emblem being in a not obvious place, so not his belt or his chest, but somewhere on his bike or his gloves or his knee pad. So think about that. His name is Dansby, but I don't think it would be as obvious as being a D. Joey, what do you think his emblem is?
It
Well,
has to do with his house.
Yeah, he clearly has
His family.
Like superhero name. Maybe that's what we should work on. Is a superhero name because
Oh, I thought everyone knew his identity, so they just called him that.
No. He actually, well, in the hero universe, everyone does. I mean, everyone knows who he is. Because, I mean, he's been on so many teams and stuff like that. He's just a well-known character.
But he's not like Thor, to where his name's Thor.
No.
Okay.
No, he's... it's not like that. That's awesome. Let's see. The red, black, and white is actually kind of cool, man.
Oh, yeah. Red, black, and white is cool. I didn't think about that.
Can you imagine the pieces that are white turning all red? Or the pieces that are red turning all white at different times?
That's pretty cool.
You know,
Like he just changes something and then it's red and black.
yeah, it could be like
Or-
Batman or something to
Yeah.
where you go into stealth mode or something
I
like
was
that.
gonna say maybe it can be like
See,
I'm deep Arctic.
Deep Arctic or like infrared neutral or something, you know?
Infrared.
and then whenever he goes like to save the kids or something and he's talking to them, then it's the white and black.
Yeah.
And it's the glowing, soft light.
I like Dansby's outfit a lot, man.
This is what happens, guys. We struggle over an idea and over the drawing.
Light bright.
Light bright. Brent, that's actually good. We could have Jack call him Light Bright or something. Oh, God, it's Light Bright. Hey, that's a deep cut, Brent. Thanks for bringing that up.
Awesome, man. What a great name. What a great insult. Light bright. Okay.
Deep Arctic. Infrared neutral deep Arctic.
Oh, I'm deep Arctic. Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm writing it down. Jack refers to Dansby as light bright. Yeah, hold on.
Okay. Let me just finish up the reflections on his armor, and then I think we'll wrap him up.
Yeah.
I like, there's something not right about his eyes.
Yeah.
About his eyes. They're okay, but it's not looking like it's the right character.
Yeah, it's like from the head down.
Yeah, from the head down, it seems correct. Everything seems right, but we need to work on his face.
Not to pressure you too much, but have we thought, has the design informed the weapon choice at all yet, do you think? Batons may not be too derivative now that he looks far enough away from Nightwing.
Well, remember, he has his motorcycle, which is his mode of transportation.
Mm-hmm.
But is that what he stores his weapon on?
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
do you see him chasing after people and then getting off of the bike and needing something?
Well, he does have a utility belt, but it's kind of like, well, I mean, I guess like Batman does that. Batman has stuff in his Batmobile.
Yeah.
You just never really see it because he never goes
But
for it.
it's stuff like to break through barriers or do things like that.
Not necessarily.
Imagine even if he just has a staff, he can have a little compartment for it, so even if he is on like roadside combat, he can... Because that's the thing, is like Ozymandias in the Watchmen movie, they gave him nipples in a weird rubberized suit to satirize and like to hang a lantern on the Joel Schumacher era of kind of quasi-gay homoerotic superhero costumes. And I think if this guy is a proxy, like a proxy for Nightwing in our universe, it might be worth it to hang a lantern on that.
He's drawing the
using-
analogy.
Okay.
Yeah. She was like, what are you
by
talking
like being
about?
like consciously derivative of something, not to be derivative, but to like make a commentary on it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Jack kind of has elements of Scarlet Spider.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
But I mean, if you think it's one step too far into Nightwing, then that makes sense too. Because everything else I think of is too high tech. It seems like a baton kind of
Yeah, I agree. Same here. Everything that I'm coming up with, it's like way too high tech.
So if he does a lot of hand-to-hand combat,
Mm-hmm. Let me move this. Now the microphone's in my way just a bit. Sorry, guys, if y'all are listening on headphones.
what is?
Ooh, TARDIS, that's cool. He said a Tron-like mechanized baseball bat would be cool. So maybe it starts as a small baton, and I imagine if like Harley Quinn's could go and compartmentalize and come out or something.
Okay, what if instead it starts out like this, right? So you think, oh, it's going to be a staff, and why not? We can say that it can turn into a staff by expanding.
Simple.
But we can also, since it's essentially a cylinder, we could also have it expand out like this and change different shapes. So while it could be a staff, it can also increase its radius to be more like a baseball bat. Or you could... See, I like the idea of it being segmented like that, because Gambit's is like that. Gambit's staff is like this, where it's got a bunch of segments in it. But what if each one of these segments could extend and...
Yeah, like a Swiss Army knife, but in a little, like Gambits, but all those segments have function.
Right. So each one can get bigger in terms
of...
of...
hook on the end of one, you could...
Oh, that's even more interesting.
Like whatever the situation calls for, you know, his hook one, his blade one, his...
That's even more interesting. Yeah, so you could do like a multifunction like staff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't... Well...
I mean,
right now I want to keep it simple like this, where it's just a cylinder. But we could definitely play around with the idea of one that has like hooks like that.
It's more like Hawkeye, to where he doesn't always carry one arrow that does everything, but whenever he needs different arrows for different things, you know, like if he needs to shoot it into a computer or if he needs to blow something up.
Right.
He still has to be able to wield it. He still has to be able to throw it around. It has to be light still.
Well, that's what's interesting, because instead...
I guess the technology.
That's what I'm saying, is it doesn't necessarily have to legitimately make sense or literally make sense, but if it starts out like this big...
Yeah, because I love the image of him hopping off the bike and like tossing it in his hand, like as he approaches trouble.
And that makes even more sense, because what if you see the family crest at the bottom of that thing? So here's the handle, and there's a large circular piece at the bottom like you see on a baseball bat, and if it's printed there.
And see, I see it like this.
Oh, that's smart.
I see it like this, as it being right here on the back of his belt. So you don't see it right here, but you'll see it like when he turns to the side or something like that. So it's like magnetically held right here, like the place where the thermal detonator is held on stormtroopers, right in the back or the lower back. So that way he can just always pull it out. It's at hand, but at the same time...
And I don't know how into the details of the violence you'll get, but if you saw a criminal with a big welt in the shape of that crest, like he had gotten butt on the head or something with it, that's kind of like Batman and BVS leaving his brand, but not as violent and stupid.
You know what I like, too, is that he can still hold it with one hand and drive with the other.
Yeah.
He could still...
And he can extend it into a pole.
Yeah.
Or it can turn into a whip. Or it can turn into a sword if you need... That's what's wonderful about it, is it's a complete multi-utility... It's genius.
Good.
But it's just literally a small little cylinder, a stick.
Imagine he's in a side-by-side chase in a car, and he reaches over and extends it into their window, and it shatters it, gets stuck in their the wheel or something.
Yeah, he could literally throw it in there and then have it expand so they can't even turn.
Like blocks their wheels. Imagine that as a cold open. We just have like a Cowboy Bebop action scene, cold open, 5 minutes of just an awesome Dansby action sequence.
It'd be even crazier if he does that and the person like drives into a wall. But what he does is he's side by side with him and then turns like left to the last minute, and you see what was holding on to the steering wheel just kind of release and turn it like into a rope. And it just flows out of the car as this car shoots past a wall.
That's the amazing thing, is that thing could even like latch onto his motorcycle so he could pull it as the car goes over the edge, and it saves everyone. Because
that's what I was thinking. Because smashing into a wall might be hardcore, but if that thing turns from a steering obstruction to a lifesaver, you know, like
I guess he could save lives.
Yeah,
he could do that.
He didn't even mean to do the airbag one. That was an accident.
Did the airbag deploy?
Yeah, TARDIS. That all kind of came from your suggestion. So great idea. We
Thank
really
you.
like that weapon.
But that's why we like these live stream
Yeah.
sessions and working with, people that enjoy stories
Cool
too.
stuff.
I think
Yeah.
people underestimate the actual amount of material we take from you guys and use and absorb, because we hadn't made a show or anything until we just had ideas, and that's how we came up
That's
with
all
stuff.
it ever is, man.
Yeah, we just want to make something we want to see.
Yeah, thanks a lot, TARDIS. That's
There.
Oh
suggestion.
yeah, I kind of see his cheek doing this, one of these, and it kind of
Yeah,
brings up.
And the thing you don't get to see again in Jack
Yay!
is Jack's eyes don't like, he's never gleeful, but you can see it does do the same thing. Like it follows the face or the
Yes.
contour of his face, but you just never get to see it because he's never really happy. So
Yeah, it's a sad life for Jack. One of always constant stress.
That bear simulator is really funny to me. I don't know.
I just saw a little over at you, and you're still back at. I was like, "What are you doing there?"
It's just, I don't think it's dumb. I just think it's really interesting that there's a whole community that spend time building that and then play it. And
yeah, dude, bear simulator.
Just
bear
imagine,
simulator.
just imagine Dane in an armadillo simulator. You can be any animal. They just upgraded. I wrote him a lot of letters, and finally they made an armadillo one.
It'd be funny if it's not him running through the forest. He's on like the side of a highway. Because that's where armadillos are, like the side of a street,
That's where they get hit.
like pavement and grass, and you see it.
It should be called Dillo Dash or
Dillo
something
dash.
like that.
I don't know what to do.
It's like Frogger. It's giving me real bad whiplash. You're just looking back and forth at these cars, just zooming past.
And then later in the episode, he can take inspiration from it and be like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what a Dillo does. There. I think he's still a little too detailed. I will need to simplify him to make him fit within the universe.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I really like this character.
I'm glad we're happy with him because we spent the whole time. This
He's
is
like-
the first time.
He's like, yeah, good to see you guys. Da, 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 da.
Oh, Jack. Good to see you.
Hey, Jack, man, good to see you. You look good.
Yeah.
You look taller.
You look sweaty.
No, it can't be that. It can't be mean.
No, not at all. That's what Jack would say back to him.
You look
sweaty.
sweaty.
Winded, sweaty. There he is. Now I just need to fix his hair, and I feel like he's gonna come together.
Yeah, that could be a good motif for Dane. I'm about to do what Dillo does, and they're all like, I'm gonna dash because he has to get across the street.
That's genius.
Like, what? I'm gonna dash because he was playing Dillo Dash.
I don't. Yeah. Oh, yes. That's the.
And it
beginning
can
of
always change.
Yeah, I'm on a roll. I'm gonna. Every time they wait for him to say what he's gonna do, no one knows what an armadillo
Gonna-
does. And we can cross this bridge when we come to it, but I wouldn't be above having that not be the climax and having him just get lightly hit by a car and hospitalized. Because you wouldn't be just because it's the
He's like, thankfully that simulator prepared me.
Video
Shield
games
myself.
aren't real life.
Yeah. Games aren't real life, kid. You're gonna learn that eventually. Yeah. Because just because it's the climax of the episode doesn't mean he would magically be able to cross a freeway.
No.
Like he would get hit by a car.
Oh my.
But Jack's like, yeah, it's worth a try. Didn't get hit by a car.
Well, I mean, your body.
Your body, kid.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I just gotta find the right style for his hair.
Poor Dane.
What about him? I mean,
I'm drawing a cast on him for the next 3 episodes.
It's just one episode. He has deep bruising.
Yeah, not internal, but just deep bruising.
Was it a clean break, Doc? Worse, it's really deep bruising.
Yeah, he's gonna be in pain for a while.
I can't tell you when he'll be out of pain.
Oh, you're a great doc.
That's even better.
Thanks for that good news.
One doctor comes in, one of the two doctors remember, and they're like, he shouldn't walk. Well, I mean, he may be able to. He's like, I trust you. The one who gives him the worst news. He may be. I mean, he might. Look, he might be able to, sit up next week. I trust you.
Oh, you mean the one that gives him like the better news?
Yeah,
like
yeah. Jack's receiving good news and then bad news, and then he goes like, I guess opinions rather, like one that's for what he wants, one that is against it, and then he's like, I trust you. The one.
Yeah, I imagine him being like, I trust you. Like actually, I trust you.
He has no business getting out of bed.
He has no business getting. I can't tell you when he'll be out of pain. The other guy's like, he might be able to stand upright within 3 weeks. I trust you. That's good.
Because it's all about Jack's timeline.
Okay, now let me.
Might be cool for them to get really good seats at the Savies because Dane's in a wheelchair or something, or they have to accommodate Dane.
At the Savies.
We got a good spot.
Thanks, Dane. I did what I can.
Yeah, we still got the handicap parking for
Oh
when
yeah,
you-
I know. That's better. Mo would just keep it. Just, I can't find a spot anywhere. We're gonna be late. I still got this. Hung on to this bad boy. Gets me out of everything.
Yeah, and then
Just
if anyone asks, then
We
he'd
had
say,
a couple of loops on this 3, and now we got an 8.
My favorite letter's 3. You know why? Turns it into an 8.
Yes.
okay, there we go. We're close. Yeah, I like his suit, man. He came out
looks
looking
good.
Pretty good.
He looks pretty good.
Like an exact mesh of Batman Beyond and Nightwing, but with a little Tron. motorcycle
and
in it.
he's still got that witch's bane.
Yeah, I forgot the white hair. That'll match.
The Witch's Bane is great. It's great.
Little rogue flourish.
I might even make it instead of in the front, maybe on the side. For some reason, side like this always looks cooler than straight in the front.
Straight on.
Okay, man. Let's
And then we
see.
should be done because it's 9 now.
Every week, I don't know. I think this is promising that every week we spend longer on single characters.
It's nice because there's no rush. Like, spending more time on a character, you really like.
Especially this one.
Color blocking was the right way to go, so thank you for that, Catalina.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I think it adds the definition along with the lines that we are unable to achieve just by drawing him in a straight bodysuit. Because there's nothing, like you said, we're not going to see huge thighs. We're not going to see bicep muscles or anything like that. So that has to give that illusion.
Absolutely right. Here we go. All right.
Who still wears white boots?
We'll get him red and black. Maybe with white top bottoms. Or maybe white bottoms like that on the soles. And his belt still needs a color, but I'm not going to worry about that right now.
He looks good.
Yeah, he looks right. He looks very...
Guys, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so much.
Figure
TARDIS,
this
if
out.
you're still here,
Yeah.
thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thank you.
Brent, thank you, even though you tried to steal my identity for some weird reason.
You know why.
He wants to be you. You stole Dad's identity 8 times.
TARDIS, Brent, Rachel, thank you guys.
Rachel, I
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing your art.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
do
submit
I.
your fan art to us. Again, you can tweet us at artifact_media. That's ARTEFACT_media. And you can use the hashtag crewlove or the crew. But for sure tag us in it so we can upload it to our website. And you'll be entered to draw, or the drawing rather.
We also checked the hashtag Tim Allen. If you wanna go ahead
We
and put that
don't.
through.
We don't
Check
have
that
to.
hashtag.
No, that's wrong.
Huh?
I can't do it.
Yeah, no, I think Joey's got the monopoly
Hey,
on that one.
Miles, can you give me a little bit of that James Brown? Give it to me.
Miss Bobby, help me.
Miss Barry, help me.
Miss Bobby, help me. I'm on
Help.
fire. I can't stop dancing.
Hot tub hot. Make sweat.
Too funky.
Too funky. Santa goes straight to the ghetto.
Santa, go straight to the.
Santa goes straight to the ghetto. Sweet little baby boy.
Hey, America.
Okay, no, we're gonna get away from this because it's been like a month. It's been like a month.
But it's so funny.
When we started that joke, we were like still 2 weeks from casting Theo, and we're a week away from casting Theo now. So it's like been so long, and I can't even tell you when the first Tim Allen reference was.
Episode 2 of the podcast, I think, maybe 3. There's your guy. So for right now, that's it, guys. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. We really
Yes.
appreciate it. We hope y'all have fun. Sorry for any syncing issues, but honestly, we don't have the time to fix it. So
We just drew a great character, so thank you for being a part of it.
We only have the time to create gold. we can't fix sneaking issues.
thank y'all so much. So for this week, again, if you want to tweet us, we're at artifact_media. You can check out all the updates on the crew, casting, everything on production that we're doing will be there. That's artifactproduction.com. And yeah, we'll see you for a live stream in 2 weeks. And we'll have a podcast up next week. With,
Yeah.
And one of our voice actors will be on it. So
That's right. And Miles?
TARDIS has a question. Will there be a chance to try out more lines for Mo? He looks like such a fun character. TARDIS, whenever we come across your audition, which I'm not sure if we have yet, we still have a substantial amount to go.
Yeah.
Whenever we come across your audition, what we usually do is for the callback process, if we like someone for a line, we since we've already heard them perform the lines we gave them, we give them a different set of sides to see if they have range with that character's voice.
And for the past few weeks, we've been trying to narrow down Maddie and the character of Dane. So we've been in talks with Theo for that. And then right now we're working on casting Jack.
Yeah, so
So we haven't,
So if and when you do get a callback, we usually continue the audition process with different sets of lines.
Yeah.
So yeah, there will be a chance.
Yeah. I was going to say, because we've written a piece entirely for Mo, and then there's one that we have with Mo and Jack screaming at one another. So yeah, there are 2 different pieces that we have that really show his personality.
Thank you, though. I appreciate the compliment. He came at it from a place just of wanting to hear more lines from Mo. He said he sounds like such a fun character. So yeah, no, we appreciate it. He is. I guarantee you, the best you expect from him. It's you're still gonna have your hands full.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, thanks so much for the kind words, and
Thank you guys.
tell all your friends to tune in next week.
Follow us, retweet it,
Yeah.
subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We're hoping these will kind of become bigger events since we're doing them a little less frequently now.
Yeah.
We're doing them every other week, so hopefully compartmentalize any cool ideas you have between now and then and come back and hit us with them.
Yep. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted
You're
by
good. I know you keep trying.
working
You
on.
guys keep asking questions.
He's
and-
such a cool character.
I know,
He
it
is.
looks
I love him. I really love the idea of seeing him riding on his motorcycle.
I
Like,
know.
oh, there he is. And then like at night when he's just wearing like with the red and the black, like you see the redness out in the dark and it's kind of misty, but you like hear the motorcycle and then you see the lights. You're like, what is that?
In
You're like,
fact,
that's Dansby.
That's
That- Oh, go ahead. What's
No, I
up?
was just gonna say that's another cool thing is a cool opportunity to give his motorcycle a distinct sound, so that not only can you see when he's coming, you can hear it. Like if
You
it,
know it.
yeah.
You know it.
like how pod racers sound so distinct, you know. If he had a cool like just a future like different sound to his motorcycle.
I painted his eyes red because it would be really cool if, like Catalina said, you're just looking into the darkness and then you just see like, and just everything start to
It looks
glow.
too cool.
he's pretty awesome, man.
Whoa! You hear like the whoa.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
He's
I'm
amazing.
saving this.
Awesome! Yay!
Guys,
Thank you guys,
thanks, guys,
so
so
much.
much.
for coming by and having fun with us. So I'm Joey.
I'm Catalina.
I'm Miles, but Brent said one more really funny thing that I don't want us to lose.
Okay, what?
He said like an ice cream truck. So yeah, it would be like that kind of joy. You know when he's coming around, he's like an ice cream truck.
That's pretty
So
funny.
thanks, Brent, for light brighting for ice cream.